How to use Twitter X to promote your OnlyFans. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going over how you can use the Twitter X platform to get traffic to your OnlyFans and Fanvue sites. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe down below, or at least just give the video a thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel. And if you are looking for any type of one-to-one coaching, promotional services, and guaranteed fans promotional services, reach out to me on Instagram. My direct Instagram link is in the video description down below. So let me help you grow your business. But before we jump into it, you should be promoting yourself at all times. So make sure you drop your OF link down in the comments and start spreading the word about your brand new or established OF page. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to go over that is something that my team and I always end up kind of finding out once we take over somebody's account, because I do also do Twitter X management services and Blue Sky management services as well. And that is, you have to make sure that you are marking your account as sensitive content. If you do not do this, you are putting your account at risk to be shadow banned or just banned completely. So what you're going to do is you're going to jump into your settings. You're going to go into accounts. You're going to go to your posts, and you're going to mark everything as sensitive content. You need to make sure you do this, please. I cannot tell you how important it is, especially if you are an OF model and you are sharing NSFW content. But even if you are sharing SFW content, but you're still interacting with other OF models, doing shout out for shout outs, which we will get into later on how you're going to do that, you want to make sure that you are still hitting that sensitive content toggle, okay? So now let's get into the actual account, guys, okay? So I'm going to give you everything that my team and I look out for and the things that we do to grow our clients' accounts. So the first thing first, your banner picture cannot be too spicy, guys. I cannot tell you how many of my clients, they'll message me and they're like, oh, I already did the banner in the profile. 10 minutes later, oh my God, my banner got taken off. You cannot put anything spicy. Doesn't mean they'll ban your account, but they will literally just remove your banner, and then you're wondering why the banner is blue and where'd your picture go. So your profile picture, and especially your banner, cannot be anything spicy. The biggest thing, and I say this on so many of my videos, that link in bio, please guys, make sure that you are sharing an active and correct link that goes to your OnlyFans page. And if you're using a third-party link, please take the extra 10 seconds and click on every link in your link tree or your beacon to make sure that it is working properly. I cannot tell you how many of my clients, as soon as we take over their accounts, I do page audits for them. And I'll even do quick page audits for my one-to-one coaching clients. And I'll click on the links in their bio and they're dead links. Takes 2 seconds because all your hard work is going to be for nothing. And I know from personal experience when I started from 5 years ago, okay? So the link in bio is very important. Now, the actual bio, you guys don't have to go so crazy about it. My clients are always overthinking this, and it's absolutely not necessary. You're just going to make sure that you put your demographics, maybe like cute Latina MILF, something along those lines, cute brunette. Again, something along those lines, catchy. It doesn't have to be a huge paragraph. And then what you're going to do is what I always say to all of my coaching clients, and you've probably heard me say it on my other videos, and that is making sure you have a CTA, a call to action, which the action that you want your followers to take is to go to that link below. So you're going to say, click the link below for my exclusive content with some finger emojis pointing to the correct working link, okay? Other than that, you do not have to overthink your profile that much. Those are just few key points to take on and to notice to have your page optimized. But the biggest thing is making sure that you're just pushing everyone to exactly where you want them to go to, which is your OnlyFans or your Fanvue page. Now, let's get into posting. Okay, so for posting is very important, but I'm going to make this very, very clear because so many of my newbie clients in the beginning, and not even just newbie clients, even people that have been on Twitter for a while, but then they just kind of gave up because they just couldn't keep up with it. The thing that you need to be focusing on when it comes to posting is consistency rather than quantity, okay? So you aren't going to be trying to post 3 to 5 times per day on Twitter X when it comes to actual picture or video content. What I want from you and what we do for all of my clients is just being consistent. So that is posting one picture or short video clip one time per day. Now, the reason for this is because the platform wants to know that you're going to be a contributing member and content creator on the platform. So if you do not, if you're flaky, you're not really active, you're only active for a week, then you're off of it, then you go back on, then you're off of it, you don't really seem like you are going to be that active on the platform. They're not going to be pushing you out on the algorithm as much. So what you're going to be doing, instead of thinking that you have to post 20 times per day, you're going to post one time per day, but you're going to be consistent with it. All right. This will also help you not get burnt out thinking you have to make so much content every single day. In my coaching calls, that is probably the one thing that I go over with my clients is how to make your life easier so that this can be fun, but something that you're making money out of, right? It can be long-term. We're looking at longevity. So when you are just overdoing yourself in the beginning, you are absolutely going to burn yourself out. Okay. The tortoise still wins the race, right? It's the same exact thing. But if you do these tips, you don't even have to be the tortoise. It's just about being consistent. Okay. Now, when it comes to your posts, what I'm going to say, and I say to my clients, is you just have to do trial and error and testing. It is your business. You have to treat it as such. And this is what my team and I do for my clients. I have some clients where pictures do really well and they get really good engagement and growth with pictures. And then I have other clients that their videos do better than their pictures. So you're going to play around with this. So your posts are going to be a mixture of both. Now, back in the day, a lot of my older videos, I would say no hashtags at all on Twitter. Now, I still don't want you hashtag cramming every single post. Don't get it twisted. But hashtags are now not as spammy as they were back in the day, a few years ago, now that Elon took over. So you can use hashtags, but you're only going to use hashtags that are relevant to you. You're not going to use Onlyfans hashtags because then you're going to get bombarded with those fake Twitter promo pages. I have a video on that as well. If you are looking for promo, just reach out to someone legit that you have seen, like myself, or maybe someone else, obviously, but that's more legit than just these weird promo pages that are reaching out to you. And then you are going to do that every other day or every other 3 days. So it's not going to be every post or even every other post. It's going to be sporadic, like every 3 to 4 posts, you're going to be using hashtags. And again, it's going to be relevant to you. So brunette, Latina, MILF, lingerie, bikini, whatever is in that specific post. When it comes to videos, it doesn't have to be a long video. Anywhere from 5 or 10 seconds is absolutely fine. Now, your captions. With your captions, you don't have to go crazy, but definitely using a cute caption, but just like a one-liner is absolutely fine. And also, you can put your link in your caption, guys, but again, don't do it on every single post where you are just super spamming that link everywhere. What my team and I do is that we will post our client's post, and then what we do is we actually comment on that post, opening up that thread and putting their OF link there. So every person that is engaging with that piece of content and is going to go comment, they will see your OF link. And then that is a nice little shameless plug and a reminder to where they can go to find more of you. So please make sure you understand that. The last thing about posting is time. So again, this is something that you should be testing out for your audience. So there's specific clients that I post first thing in the morning and it gets them the best traction. I have other clients that I do like a mid to later afternoon, early evening, and it gets them good traction. Then I do a late evening, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that gets them really good traction. You get what I'm saying here, right? So you have to make sure that you understand and you're testing out what times of the day you're posting that actually are better for your page and your audience. But please keep in mind, it's not just about the time when you're posting, it's also about the content and it's also about your caption. So make sure you are paying attention to all of these things that I have said to you. Lastly, the biggest thing on Twitter and honestly every platform now is about engagement, how much you are participating on the platform, which means what for you? You need to be an active member of the platform. You cannot just go and post on the platform and then leave and think somehow you're going to grow your account. It doesn't work that way. But the thing that I love about Twitter is that it is a smart platform. So once you start engaging with accounts that are similar in your niche and with, just some more adult content, your feed will actually start getting filled up with the things that you're interested in, which will make your searching a lot easier. So you should be commenting on posts, you should be liking posts, but let me tell you, you are not going to be commenting your pictures on other models' posts. We call that poaching, and it will definitely get you blocked in the community from a lot of models if you're doing that on their posts. You're just going to find larger accounts. They might be meme accounts. They might be news accounts, stuff like that, where you can comment your links and you can comment your pictures. But even if you don't, having an enticing profile picture and just commenting on posts and making sure you're one of the first comments, so that way any other traction those posts gets, you will be in front of their viewers' eyes. Now, to piggyback off of this is to make sure that you are networking and engaging with other models. And the way you're going to be doing this is you are going to find other models on the platform, and you guys are going to be doing a shout out for shout out or a retweet for a retweet. Okay. So a shout out for shout out would be that they would make a post about you with your picture, and then they'd at you, and obviously it would tag you, so that way their followers know who you are, and then you would do the same for her. You can do the same thing on OF, so that way you guys can grow on that page as well. A retweet for retweet is where you reaching out to models and you're like, hey, do you want to do a retweet for retweet? So you will retweet their posts, they will retweet your post. And what this does is it helps you get in front of their audience and it helps them get in front of your audience. So everybody is mutually growing together. And that helps you get in front of brand new eyes. Now, the thing is with the networking, again, you don't have to burn yourself out, but this has to be a daily thing. So either an hour before you post or probably an hour after you post, you are then going to do your networking. So every single day, you should be putting at least a half hour to an hour aside after you make your post to network on the platform and network with other models. Now, if you want somebody to help you do all of this, because it is a lot, my team and I have 2 separate teams, morning and night, and we are doing this all day long. Reach out to me again on Instagram and I can grow your account. But if not, all of these tips will help you grow your account beautifully and your OF page and get a lot of traction and traffic there. Again, share your link down below if you want to start growing your OF right now. Until next time.